A lot of people in the BBC, because I was very young, kind of looked down on it and thought, oh, what is this piece of rubbish that this woman is producing?
All responses negative.
Anyway, we made it, and of course it was a huge success.
Young BBC staffer Verity Lambert produced the first episodes of seminal sci-fi series Doctor Who.
When this came along, it was a killer format. It was a format that you could go in and pitch in Hollywood now.
Every child that grew up then was kind of hooked into Doctor Who. It was part of the national consciousness.
Doctor Who is like, that's, like your mother's milk. That's how important that is. Doctor Who is like being breastfed.
Any questions? No? Good.
But killer format or not, after 28 years at the top, Doctor Who's ratings were on the slide, and in 1989 the BBC cancelled the show.
Emergency! It had become a bit of a parody of itself.
I like my volunteers to die with smiles on their faces.
But in 2005, after 16 years hopelessly lost in the vacuum they called TV oblivion, the TARDIS made an unexpected return to the televisions of planet Earth.
We always said if we were going to bring it back, there was only one person we could hope to get to write it, and that was Russell T Davies, because he's a total nut for Doctor Who.
I think the key word to the new version of Doctor Who is fun, actually. It's like, yes, it's dark and scary, and yes, it's a dark universe, but we're always very aware the time slot's going out at 7 o'clock on a Saturday.
But it's basically the same show. I mean, it's the same principle. It's the same format. It's, it's a 900-year-old man and a sexy young girl travelling around space and time in a police box.
The TARDIS is a screenwriter's wet dream. You can do any period drama, you can do any science fiction drama, you can do any contemporary drama, and you can do it on any place on the planet and any planet in the universe. So there is no format wider than that. You literally cannot run out of stories.
So where are we going?
Further than we've ever gone before.
Once the TARDIS has been ticked off on the Doctor Who checklist, the next thing a successful relaunch needs is its leading man.
It's ready.
The inspired casting of the highly respected Christopher Eccleston and then David Tennant meant the new Doctor had the definitive stamp of quality.
Every show needs the hero, but added to that, you've got, he's a mystery figure, he's the man with no name, he's Clint Eastwood. And we all like to be fascinated by that.
The format of Doctor Who isn't just an alien who travels in time and space, it's an alien who travels with a human in time and space, and that's where it balances, that's where everything works.
So the year 5 billion, the sun expands, the earth gets roasted.
That was our first date.
We had chips.
The relationship between the Doctor and Rose was, to all intents and purposes, a love story. I mean, obviously they weren't shagging in the TARDIS. That would be weird.
I love it.
Me too.
Come on!
And whilst seemingly endless flirting has its place, any Time Lord worth his salt has more pressing concerns, typically the imminent destruction of all mankind.
I want to see you become like me.
Great villains. A villain of the week, iconic villains, the Daleks.
Exterminate!
The relaunch tapped into an almost nostalgic view of how we like to think of our Saturday nights. Dads rushed back to the sofas to go on the same journey that they did as a kid, but with their kids. And a whole new generation of viewers came along and became fans.
Nothing in the universe can escape it.
It is a British institution.